Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by again. Today's look is going to be this beautiful soft bridal makeup. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you would like to see how I achieve this look, please watch till the end. Thank you. So guys, this is my beautiful model saying hi. Oh, she's my sister, by the way. Yes, my younger sister. So I am just trying to brush her hair now. I'm just using a comb to brush her hair to the back. I wanted to do a side part at the beginning, but then I just decided to just brush it all to the back, and then I attached my kinky bun, and I just attached this attachment. I just wove the attachment together and I just wanted to attach that in front of it. So now I'm just using the got2b glue to lay her hair flat, if you understand what I'm saying. I didn't want any flyovers, so I just used that, and now I'm just using a brush to brush everything in place. Now I'm just putting the attachment over her hair. So you can use a bobby pin to just adjust the kinky hair, but I decided to use a rubber band to hold it at the back. And then I went into the got2b glue again to lay down her edges, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm just laying down her edges, and you can see how beautiful the hair is coming out. It's really came out looking really nice. So guys, this is my model before. I'm just going to start off now with the makeup. I'm starting off by shaping her eyebrows, and I'm using a brand new blade to shape on her brows. I'm just going to be removing the hairs on the arc area. I'm not going to do too much to her brows. And now I'm going into the rose water and glycerin. I'm just using that to clean all over her face like this. After which I went into the Maron Skin Prep. I'm just going to use that on her T-zone area. And now I'm going into a face primer, Fairy Gold face primer. I'm just applying that on her face with a flat brush. And now I'm going into the Olive TC foundation. I just mixed a little bit of it with Elegant concealer in the shade Warm Honey. So I'm using a flat brush now to spread everything onto her face, after which I'll go in with a beauty sponge to blend everything together. Blending everything together right now. And now I went into the Toffee shade in the LA Girl Pro concealer. I'm just using that to highlight her face, the bottom of her eyes, her nose, her forehead, you know, and her chin. So now I'm just blending it in with my beauty sponge. I waited a while for the concealer to get a bit tacky before I started blending. I've noticed that this really does a whole lot. Like when you wait a while for your concealer to get tacky before you start blending it out, it gives it this full coverage, yeah, and it just stays in place. It doesn't start spreading to your ear area. So guys, as you can see at this point, PHCN failed me. They took the light, and I had to continue because I had already put in so much work. So now I am just setting the areas that I apply concealer. I'm using powder, using the LA Girl Pro powder. Now I'm going into the Zaron face definer. I'm just using the shade in the middle to set the contour. I also used that shade to contour her nose as well, and then I went ahead to add some powder on the middle of her nose, on the bridge of her nose. Can you see how pointed her nose looks? Yeah. So now guys, I'm going into this eyeshadow palette by Juvia's Place, and I'll be using that shade right there to blush her cheeks. Can you see how beautiful that is coming out? So guys, now I'm just using the Helen C setting powder to set underneath her eyes again, and this would protect her face from any fallout while I am doing the eyeshadow application. So now I am applying the NYX Jumbo pencil on her eyelid. I'm using it as an eyeshadow primer, and I'm just going to use my hand to blend everything into her eyelids when I'm done applying it with a brush. So now I'm going into the setting powder again. I use that to set all the area that I applied the NYX Jumbo pencil, and now I'm going into that shade in the Lady V eyeshadow palette, and I'm using that shade first on the outer corner of her eyes, and then I went into a burgundy shade. I'm just blending that into her eyes, making sure it is well blended. And now I'm going into that color. I'm using that as the main eyeshadow color, and I am just blending it into the area like that. And now I'm going into the Hush Beauty glitters in Red Brownie. I'm just going to be using that with the Got2b glue. I didn't have a glitter glue, so I improvised. I used the Got2b glue, and then I just started patting the glitter onto her eyelid like this. After that, I went into my Meet Matte palette, and I'm using that dark brown shade to blend the outer corner. And now I'm going into my Marbrook liquid eyeliner. I'm just using that to line her eyes like this. And then I went into the Marbrook stick eyeliner. I'm using that on her waterline. I love this eyeliner. It's really dark. It makes your work come out so beautiful. So at this point, I realized that I wanted to make the eyeshadow look more smoky eyed, so I just decided to go into a black eyeshadow, and I just used that to kind of like blend the outer corner. You see that in a minute. Now I just use mascara, and I'm just applying my favorite Big Glam lashes onto her false lashes. You can see how natural they look. Hey, give them. So guys, after that, I just went ahead to draw her eyebrows, and I'm using the MAC eyebrow pencil. I don't know what shade this is, but it's a MAC pencil. I just use that to lightly draw her brows. And then when I was done with that, I decided to go in with a concealer. I used the LA Girl Chestnut concealer for the beginning part, and then I used Warm Honey for the outer corner, and then I just started blending everything into the eyeshadow. You want to make sure to raise her face so that you can blend it together very well. Okay, now I'm just dusting off the fallouts and the excess powder And then I went into the classic lipstick, and I'm just using that to line her lips. And after that, I went into the LA Girl primer. Yes, I used the primer as a lipstick. Yeah, sue me if you can. So I am just blending that together. And yes, that is the LA Girl primer. I just applied a bit on the inner corner of her mouth. I wanted it to look like an ombre look. So I'm just blending everything together now. And then I went over it with a lip gloss. And now I'm setting her face with rose water. So now guys, I'm using the highlighter dust. I'm just using that to highlight her cheekbones. I used it on the bridge of her nose, and I applied a little on her forehead. So guys, this is how we transformed my beautiful little sister from this natural beauty to this beautiful bride to be. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, please do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to share this video, and also do not forget to leave a comment. Also, please turn on your post notification so you will know every time I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in my next video.